Ferrets are being sold as toy poodles in Argentina. Now, these aren't just regular old ferrets. They're actually ferrets that have been given steroids. And one poor guy in Buenos Aires, unfortunately, purchased one of these ferrets on steroids and noticed that there was something a little fishy about it. And then it turns out it was really not a toy poodle, it was a ferret.
Ferrets that he bought, believing to be toy poodles. The story goes that the man only discovered his mistake after taking the two creatures to his local vets. Often dubbed a Brazilian rat, the rodents had been pumped full of steroids and groomed to look like poodle pups. He paid just $75.
Can really fast, can you bring up that first picture of the ferret poodle? Yeah, go back a little bit earlier where you can see its body. So while I was looking at that, like I'm not a vet or anything, but look at that right there. You know what that looks like?
A ferret?
A ferret, and nothing other than a ferret. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Like maybe they don't have the internet, they can't Google, hey, is this a ferret?
I don't understand it either. I mean, when you
just
look,
because it's more muscular all of a sudden?
Even in the second picture where the ferret is like fluffier and puffed, it still doesn't look like a poodle. The thing is, if you are that easily convinced that a ferret is a poodle, you have bigger problems. Yeah. Right?
Like, maybe you deserve a ferret at that point.
Yeah, but by the way, ferrets are adorable. So
yeah, I mean, look, they're not as domesticated as dogs. Like I had an uncle who had a ferret. We always kept it in a hutch, which seems safe. But I wonder how exactly this happened. Like, did this person just think, well, ferrets are cheaper than dogs, so I'll raise them? Or did he just all of a sudden have a bunch of ferrets he didn't know what to do with?
I don't know where the ferrets came from. I need to know this guy's backstory. But what I also find interesting is that any article that writes about this particular story gives the reader tips on how to identify a ferret as opposed to a poodle. And the fact that you have to do that makes me really worried for humans in general.
No. Here, I was going to say something about that. Here's the best one. So it says for ferrets, so dogs live up to 20 years. For ferrets, they have a lifespan of 7 to 10 years. So in year 11, I'm going to be like, oh shit, that's a ferret. At that point, what's the